Or the X Factor. Well, in 2007, it was massive. But it seems to me that the guys and the girls that come second often do better than those that come first. The first ones have like a very short life of like, wow, wow, wow. But the ones that come second seem to have gone on and on and on. Like this guy. People always remember the X Factor 2007, but the one reason I remember the X Factor for 2007 is because of the man I'm speaking to right now. It is Rhydian. Rhydian, welcome.
Hello, how are you?
Oh, I'm not so shabby, thank you. Firstly, can I just congratulate the whole of Wales for what happened last weekend? I don't know if you're a rugby fan.
I'm a massive rugby fan. Yeah, it's been a great year.
It was incredible. Can I ask you, first of all, we did vote for you, all right? I'm not just saying that. We voted for you. But an awful lot's happened since then. Can I just go back a little bit? Who inspired you when you were growing up?
A number of different people, really. I've always given really that credit to my brother, who's older than me, 2 years older, Gareth. He always set himself high standards, and I always wanted to aspire to be like that in my planning and my ambitions. Musically, I guess my mum was very musical growing up, always played the piano. She had a singing voice. She was a member of a folk group years ago. So there have been a number of people, great voices as well. I mean, I love people who can really sing. Simon Keenler's side in the classical world has an amazing voice. But then also people more of the showman kind of side of things, like Freddie Mercury and that kind of.
Why doesn't that? Tell me, why doesn't that surprise me? I mean, you're coming to see us soon at the Royal and Derngate in Northampton.
Yeah.
And it's Grease the Musical.
Absolutely.
It is from the 30th of April to the 5th of May. Is it something you aspired to do? Did you always want to be in, the musical genre, as it were?
Yeah, I did, because it's a great genre to be a part of. People flock to see it, and I hope they will be in Northampton as well. Because Grease was voted the most popular musical, albeit on a Channel 4 program. But it is. It's the music is fantastic, memorable. The story is timeless, and it's great fun. And musical theatre is a big part of me. It's my passion. When I'm not performing in it, I'm down the West End watching it, which is unusual to combine being a fan of rugby and musical theatre. I don't.
It is really. I'm going to say, isn't it a bit like a busman's holiday though? You sort of think to yourself, well, actually, I do this. I might as well be watching a film or something.
No, not really. You can always pick up different things and learn. And like the other day, I went to see Ghost, the new musical in the West End. I thought it was outstanding, and it's great to see new material come out. Because that's also the other great thing about theatre is there's always going to be new roles becoming available the older I get. Whereas the pop career, if you like, that the X Factor promotes, that has a shelf life. Let's be honest.
What part are you playing in Greece?
I'm playing the role of Teen Angel, and he comes down in the second half and sings Beauty School Dropout to the character Fredgie.
Oh, that'll be brilliant.
Yeah, with my angels all dressed in white, very glamorous.
Bring it on.
It's a fantastic fun. It really is. I mean, you've got a great cast. You've got Danny Bain and Karina Giuseppe, who were in the West End. Danny Bain won Greece is the Word, I think, about 4 years ago. And loads of energy, they say that the tour is even better than the West End production. I don't know if that's true.
But, brilliant.
Yeah.
When do you start rehearsing for something like that? How much lead-in time is there?
Well, I actually did it last year in November for about 5-6 weeks, and so I had 3 days rehearsal. Going back into it now, I probably have about 20 minutes rehearsal. It's up to me to remember the moves. And
you are joking.
No, that'll be it. That's what's expected of you in the theatre. To be honest,
Rhydian, what are you like? That's amazing. Oh, can I listen? A lot of people are listening right now who are fans of yours. I know that for a fact because new media is quite amazing, isn't it? You get instant results. People know you're coming on the show, and that's it. And a lot of people are saying, who's your favourite person you've ever worked with? Because you've been in those, since the X Factor alone, you've worked with some amazing characters. Yeah,
I really have. I'm working with Jeff Wayne on War of the Worlds was amazing. Travelling and touring with him, working with him. And also that got me the opportunity to be introduced to Jason Donovan, who was playing the other lead. And to be honest with you, it might sound funny, but I'd say Jason Donovan is one of the most inspirational characters I've met, purely because of his work ethic. I mean, you look back over his career and you think he was a soap star, pop star. He then created the role of Joseph in the West End, and then has done all the reality TVs, most recently done very well on Strictly, and he's had a very, very long career, and he's obviously had that difficult period with the drug addiction, he won't mind me saying. So, someone like that is inspirational because he's a grafter.
Yeah, he seems committed, doesn't he?
Yeah, absolutely, and it shows that hard work pays off. He wasn't a dancer before he went into Strictly, and yet he came third, and many people thought he should have come first. But other people as well, and I mean that's a great part of my job is people you meet. I mean, it's not every day you get to meet Celine Dion, but I've met her. I've met Michael Bublé. I've sang with Kiwi Takanawa and Bryn Terfel, Idina Menzel from Glee and Broadway. The list goes on and on and on. And I always have to pinch myself. But as far as inspiration, people like Jason Donovan, Mylene Klass, who are just lovely people as well as high-profile acts.
You do these big shows like Greece, for example. Do you ever, it's another question I've been asked, do you have plans to go out on the road as Rhydian the singer, just you, maybe with a support act? In other words, no theatre, no nothing, just you singing, that's it?
Yes, definitely. I mean, 2009, after the release of my first album, I did just that, and it was sold out, and we went all around the country, and it was fantastic, very demanding, but that's what every artist wants to do, is tour their own show. And I really hope and pray that one day I'll be able to do that again. I get offers of tours all the time by promoters, but the last thing I want to do is do a semi-successful tour, especially having done a sellout tour before.
Yeah.
So what I do in the interim period is do one-off shows, and I love doing that. Like the other day, Saturday I was in New Brighton near Liverpool performing, and that was sold out. And the week before, 2 weeks before that, I was in South Wales, and that was pretty much sold out as well. So I'm touring a lot myself. And if people follow my website, RhydianRoberts.com, you'll see where I'm touring in the future. I mean, it's exciting because I'm waiting for that next big moment, and then the release of an album, and then a tour.
When is there's the thing, isn't it? When is the next album due?
Well, last year was a busy year for me, and I released 2 albums, so I'm kind of slowing down a little bit. That's 4 albums I've released.
That's just greedy. That's just greedy. That is. That's
greedy. I know. I love recording, and I've been fortunate to record 4 great studio albums. But I want my next one to be. I don't know if this is subject to change, but currently I'm working on an original album because that's not a luxury you have in X Factor necessarily.
Yes.
You tend to sing the songs that Simon Cowell wants you to sing, and I was grateful for that.
I know, but did you find that somewhat restrictive? I mean, given the range of your voice.
No, I mean, the songs that were given to me on my album, for instance, the first album, Impossible Dream, I'm really proud of that song, and that shows range, and it was what I think was a great cut of that song. So it didn't not show my range, absolutely not. But I want to create the new great songbook. You know what I mean? It's like rather than going back in the past for all the same old songs, which are fantastic, and you'll hear me sing those in my live shows. But I remember when Josh Groban got the song "You Raise Me Up" that everybody would know. I mean, Josh Groban, a semi-classical singer, classical crossover from America, that really launched his career. Consequently, sang The Prayer then with Celine Dion, and the rest is history. It's that kind of break that I need now. A great songwriter to write me the right song, because I have that voice that is hopefully can deliver an anthemic kind of song,
Yeah, when the first time I saw you sing Phantom of the Opera, I think that's what got me going on your talent, to be honest with you.
Oh, thank you very much. I remember it well. I was the second week, and I love the theatre of that, and that shows range, absolutely.
Phenomenal.
It's who knows? But in the meantime, theatre is a great vehicle for me. I love working with these cast and directors.
And that's what you're doing. You're coming to Northampton. We can't wait to see you, Rhydian. I've got to be honest. The Royal and Derngate, let me just remind my listener of the dates again. The 30th of April to the 5th of May. Grease the Musical. Is it a big cast?
It's relatively big, I think. Yeah, it's about 30 people in the cast. I might be wrong saying that, but it seems about 30. I haven't done a head count.
You are so laid back about this. I'd be whittling. I wouldn't get any sleep. It's amazing. Rhydian, I could talk to you all day. Thank you so much for coming on my show today.
My pleasure.
It's been great fun speaking with you. And the next time you're in the area, you come in and you make us all a cup of tea. Will you do that for me?
I'd love to.
Thanks, Rhydian. Thank you.
See you soon. Bye-bye.
Ta-da.
Vivo per lei da quando sai, la prima volta l'ho incontrata, non mi ricordo come mai, mi è entrata dentro, c'era stata. Vivo per lei perché mi fa vibrare forte l'anima, vivo per lei e non un peso.
un pianoforte, la morte lontana, io vivo per lei.
Now it's my new love I can call, with all the hurt and
mi fa girare di città in città, soffrire un po', ma almeno io vivo. Perché oramai io non ho altra via d'uscita, perché lo amo musica, davvero non l'ho mai tradita.
Now when I hear the music play, a voice inside me starts to say, I will always be there when you call, when you need a friend.
Rhydian, Vivo per lei, with Hayley Westenra, who's also been on the show, you see, and you thought it was just thrown together. What a lovely guy.
102.3 HFM. Loving life in Harborough. Prices have taken